So you think you know how clothes are made? Here's a sewing quiz, part 2. Starting easy, what kind of fabric is Ariana's skirt made out of? Tulle. Good job. I want you to name the 3 fabrics that you can see in this dress. The bodice is made out of velvet. You can tell because of how it absorbs the light. You can't see any of the seams. The top little trim is made out of tulle again, and then the bottom skirt is made out of charmeuse. Now, if you're someone that calls all shiny fabric satin, you're actually not wrong, but that's not actually the name of the fabric. That's the type of weave used to achieve that shiny look. This is silk charmeuse, meaning the fabric is made out of the fiber silk, and the fabric type is charmeuse, which is a really lightweight and drapable fabric. And it has a satin weave. So things can be satin and silk at the same time. For this dress, I want to bring you up close to the skirt. You see all the shiny trim on the inside of the skirt pieces? That is called horsehair braid. Horsehair braid adds stiffness, which creates volume and body around the skirt hem. Normally you don't want to see it, but here they've decided to incorporate it as a design detail. This fabric over here is called chiffon. Good job. Was this dress cut on the lengthwise, crosswise, or bias grain? Look up close and then tell me. Bias. If you look at the fabric really closely, you can see some diagonal lines, which is the weave of the fabric. So this is cut on the bias, which is the diagonal. And it's also why they're able to make this dress with minimal seam lines. Lastly, we're going to look at this dress, which obviously has some issues with it. She looks absolutely gorgeous. She's glowing, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, but we are focusing solely on the construction of the dress here. This is a good example of what can happen to like a tight fitted dress without boning. Now, I'm not exactly sure if there's no boning in this dress. However, you do tend to get this like folding in on itself when there's no vertical tension from boning to hold the dress in place. And then up here, you can see that line going horizontally. That means there's a facing in there to finish the neckline, which makes me wonder if there's even a lining on the dress, which for a luxury or designer dress, you need a lining. There might be some sort of facing and a lining in there, but the fact that you can see the facing so clearly, it's not a great sign.